feel my trusted friend. We've known each other since we were 9 or 10. Together we climbed hills and trees, learned to love in ABC, skinned our hearts and skinned our knees. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the hills that we climbed were just seasons out of time. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the hills that we climbed were just seasons out of time.
That's right, guys, at long last we are back at Disney's Animal Kingdom. There's ducks swimming for food and weird looking fish inside there. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. And we have no agenda today. We're here during the Parks Pass reservation system and we're just gonna do what we can do. We're gonna wander, we're gonna explore, we're gonna have a good time. So come explore with me. Low wait times are all over the place. I think right now the longest wait is for Flight of Passage, which is normal for Animal Kingdom, but what's not normal is it's currently sitting at a 20-minute wait time. So that gives us a lot of freedom to really take our time and explore the little things. And there's a lot of little things, a lot of big things that we walk past in here. This park is so detailed and it's really my favorite to just explore. And you guys know me, I love a good water feature. As you can see, we got lucky and caught up with the Indian spot-billed duck. Doesn't look like any duck I've seen, but that's why you come to Animal Kingdom, to see the things you've never seen before, to discover new species and creatures. How cool. The Indian spot-billed duck, everybody. And as we turn this corner, we will put eyes on the Tree of Life. Once again, the streets of Animal Kingdom are filled with life beneath the Tree of Life. That's synergistic for you, right? We've got so many decisions. What to do? Spotted some wildlife on the river. And there they go. Off stage. Downriver. And of course we're going to begin our journey today in Animal Kingdom in my favorite rand, thematically, story-wise, that of Dinoland USA, aka Diggs County on Highway 498. Yes, it's true that Chester and Hester, our enterprising couple of Diggs County, are falling on hard times, and the Primeval Whirl is officially no more. Yes, the staple of Dino-Rama, as per Disney, officially this week, Primeval Whirl is officially extinct. We're unsure what the future plans for this space will be, but I imagine it will be different. Primeval Whirl has been a seasonal attraction for some time now, and so its removal is not entirely surprising. Primeval Whirl as a ride is just okay, C+, but its placement within the lore of Dinoland USA is amazing, as it's mostly just a jokey, crappy photocopy of the dinosaur attraction over at the Dino Institute. My biggest fear with Primeval Whirl going the way of the dinosaurs is the way it's going to impact this section of Dinoland USA. This area by far is one of the most cheeky, humorous things that Disney has done. And I love it. And I've done videos on why I love it, so check those out now. The fact that Triceratops Spin is still not on the chopping block leads me to believe that Chester and Hester and this Dino-Rama area isn't going away officially, it's just gonna be different. So color me excited, if not mostly intrigued, for what new concept Imagineers are cooking up to take over this real estate here. Supposedly, it's never gonna open again. I wouldn't mind if they open it up for a little stretch of time, just so we can get one last official ride in, but we'll see. Of course, in the meantime, we can always partake in the excellence of Triceratops spin. And we are off. They're playing copyrighted music, so I'm gonna insert some of my own right here. Ride. I'm glad it's sticking around. And now we're trekking the back roads to the Dino Institute, because today we're gonna get that dino. Sector Countdown to Extinction, Walt Disney Imagineering, Animal Kingdom 98, as in 1998. And we're off into the time loop rover. Wow, this is just like the movie. Wait, not this part actually.
I'm tracking a big dino on the scope.
Oh my gracious goodness! That's not our dino! And we're back at the Dino Institute. I don't know if you noticed, they're divided by plexiglass. Got fans behind us here. Very excited. It usually wasn't pretty hard to find quiet spots in Animal Kingdom, but it's especially easy today. This path is normally crowded with people, and, oh, there's some. The Animal Kingdom nighttime show, Rivers of Light, also put on the chopping block. I'm not too heartbroken about that portion of the Disney news. Rivers of Light was something to see, and that's about it. I'm excited to see what Disney will do with a new nighttime show with this space. It's a great stage. We'll see what they can do. But I do have one small request for this new nighttime show whenever it does present itself, that it contain one important thing. And I like to call it plot. Why do I hear Benny Hill? Oh, it's because there's ducks behind me. Look at those. Look at those ducks.
Donald and his friends have a dino-rific day exploring.
I'm the only one here. I think Donald is singling us out. Excuse the shakiness, because I think that wave was just for me. Woo! The character cavalcades here in Animal Kingdom are aquatic. They're unlike any I've seen in the other parks so far. Color me a fan. I really love those cavalcades because you're never expecting them. You don't have to wait for it. You don't have to spend like a half hour getting ready. You don't gotta find a spot. They're spontaneous. They just show up, they're brief, they don't interrupt your day. They're just nice little surprises as you're going throughout the park. I hope they never go away. Asia seems to be following the not crowded at all mold we saw in Dinoland. It appears that Expedition Everest is not in operation just quite yet. So that means our journey shall continue east Africa is east of Asia, depending on what map you're looking. Either way, we're heading that direction. And the monkeys are back, performing various duties via monkey business, monkey shines, just general monkeying around. Monkeys. We've entered into the Maharaja Jungle Trek, mostly obscured. There's a dragon right there. Ugh. Reptiles are the actual worst. Ugh. You're the worst. You're the worst. Why are you even here? Ugh.
They're very similar in size. It's probably a facial structure or something.
He's sleeping. He's sleeping. He's a sleeping kitty. Kitty's asleep.
Hello.
By far, this is the most beautiful park. I love walking through these trails. Here we are in some kind of bird cage. Remember that scene in Jurassic Park 3 when they thought they were safe in the bird cage, but they were not? That is something that happened in Jurassic Park 3. Going through stuff like this makes me want to be like a landscape photographer. Like, it makes me kind of want to go and not see artificial versions of this. No, I'll stick to Disney World. I'm mostly kidding, of course. It'd be awesome to be able to go to visit these faraway places, but I'm blessed and lucky to be able to have something like it in my backyard. Kind of. I mean, it's not my literal backyard. It's within driving distance. I've never been in here before, just a nice little shop, and if you've actually been to other foreign places around the world, they really nailed sort of the claustrophobic nature of being in a shop like this. I've never been to Asia per se, but the other foreign places I've been, where it's just sort of a little hole-in-the-wall kind of shopping experience. This nailed it. I think Animal Kingdom has always been about trying to obtain that road less traveled vibe, and you get to experience that yourself. But man, when the crowds are like this, it really brings that feeling home. This is an extraordinary time I'm having. I desperately hate how we got here, but I am loving the result. It's such a conflicting feeling. I mean, come on. Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Are you serious? Come on! Come on! Come on! I hear thunder in the area, so now may be the best time to go on safari. I've heard it said going right after or during a rainstorm is the best time to go on safari. I don't know if I just made that up or where I read that, but we'll find out right now if that's true.
Okay, that means let's go. Now, Java, everyone. My name is Tyler. I'm going to take you on your safari. Now, before we enter the reserve, so you have a little bit of a traffic jam up ahead, which helps us scoop up your food. Now, we're very, very lucky to see a black round. Right now, there is only less than 5,000 left in the world due to their only predator humans. Poultry will share their food evenly with everyone like one big happy family, especially taking care of the elderly and the sick. And unfortunately, they are heavily endangered, mostly due to roadside accidents, snares, and poaching. Also on our left, you can see the Paris and elands. They are the largest animals here preserved. Large horns on their head can reach up to 20 inches long, and it's a dark purplish hue. Make sure their tongue won't get sunburned since they're eating 20 hours of the day. They are considered to be very gentle giants. Some would even say they have a big heart, which is a very true statement. If you're a little big, can make a huge difference from that. Now you can see the youngest elephant here in the group. She's about 3 years old now. And she's already growing her tongue. She's a female since she has no horns on her head. You can actually allow a special scent to deter predators from attacking them. Going back to the lions, lions are one of the larger predators in Africa. Able to weigh up to around 500 pounds and over 40 pounds on the right, that southern white round. Look at the ears a little bit there. Sometimes you'll see them moving around. That's because rounds have very poor eyesight, so they rely heavily on their very sensitive hearing to help them navigate. They will also rely heavily on their very sensitive animals, although they're really not that invested. Even when they're trying to show their dominance, they have a dominance display. They're very rarely into violence. And they can be a little bit easily startled, though, especially since they lack that eyesight. Now we're going to, unfortunately, folks, this is the end of our safari. I hope you had a good time. Come back and see us again. Every safari is different. The animals make sure that. Now we're out.
Well, it was definitely a little drizzly during our safari, and I saw a lot more activity than I normally do. It was different in parts and the same in parts, especially those rhinos. Those rhinos are usually way far back. I guess my ultimate verdict is you never have a bad ride on Kilimanjaro Safaris. It's always gonna be cool. You're always gonna see something, and you may see something different. The park seems closed. It is very surreal. Very surreal to be right here in this little patch of Africa, where there literally appears to be no one. No people, no cast members. Okay, there's some. I was getting worried there for a second. I always liked finding quiet spots in Animal Kingdom because it was relatively easy, but now it's not even hard.
Hiya, friends! Adventure calls! Look over at the Discovery
Mickey and Pluto!
To Mickey and his pals
It's them!
Sailing on their
It's really
river
them! It's the guys! Wow. There's no one over there, so they gotta face back our way. We are in Pandora site. Easily the most occupied section of Animal Kingdom we've been in today, but still not very occupied at all. And Flight of Passage sitting at a 15-minute wait time. I don't believe it. Something else you might not believe is that I, as a spoiled pass holder, have always opted to try and get a Fast Pass Plus for this attraction. And I've been lucky most of the time. It's kind of a lottery, you gotta be lucky, but every time I've ridden this attraction, I've had a Fast Pass Plus. But here, in the time of Parks Pass reservation system, that is not an option. Fast Pass Plus is gone, and the only way to get on the ride is through standby. So today, after being a pass holder for nearly a year, this is the first time I am going to experience the standby queue. Alright, we're going indoors. This part feels pretty familiar. Just a lot of switchbacks, weaving back and forth. It's weird because there's always people waiting in this room. We can see this from the Fast Pass line. And here we are, just skirting right through it. Looks like we're getting a taste of something new. Some drill marks as we go through. I think this is where our Pandora scientists are conducting their research in this building. You can see it became very militarized right away. Whoa. So we got some nighttime fauna in here. Got some glowing foliage, some moss growing on the rockwork or whatever this is here. But then some rebar. It's like nature has retaken over this spot. Because we were still very much in the building.
Hey guys, welcome.
Yeah, you can see overgrowth taking over. And it looks like we're about to enter into the lab. Interesting. Look at all these experiments over here. I don't know what any of this is, but I like it. Look at these weird Pandoran creatures. Oh, holy cow, there's the animatronic. Hold on, we'll get to that. So this animatronic, I've seen pictures of, but never in person. So I'm gonna look at it for a second. Weird. He's a big guy. Very interesting. I'm a fan of any audio animatronic, but this one especially. Whoa, he's moving more than usual. I'm tucked in a corner so people can pass by me. Of course, now it's cleared out for the most part, but usually you'd get a little bit more time to spend with this guy, but the line's moving so quick we have to walk right past. And now we're in familiar territory, so I'm in row 3. Very cool to see the line that way and not have to wait 3+ hours. It's a very good ride, guys. Can you believe this is the line for Navi River Journey? There's nobody here. There's nobody here. It's just us. Hello. Thank you. This is very weird. It seems wrong to leave when it's like this, but unfortunately, we must go on, and we shall.
What? You still alive? This means war! You're over your target, Black Widow Spider! Jump! Back off, spiders!
I was on my way out, and then in the far off distance I heard some screams, and I knew in my heart Expedition Everest is operating. And guys, we are on the front row. How much of this car do we have to ourselves? Looks like a lot. moly! Look, I see Epcot, I see Spaceship Earth, I see Tower of Terror, I see the building in the middle, and the building they're building. Whoa! Yeah, hold on to your hats and glasses, because we're going! Ah! Oh, we're going back. We're going back. Going backwards. Still. Expedition Everest Disco Yeti! That speed really makes you suck it in. How about that? Stop! In the name of the Yeti. That's a good one. But man, I am always when it comes off. Worth it. They should let us know when the animals are not on display. I don't mind looking, but I would look a little harder if I knew I wasn't doing it in vain. I'm pretty sure there are not any lemurs in the area right now. But I would love to see a lemur. Full disclosure, I would love that. Well guys, I think with that we're gonna wrap it up. We've had a great day here during the Parks Pass reservation system. That's a mouthful here at Animal Kingdom. Had a blast, been able to walk on everything as far as social distancing and all that. I've tried not to address it too much because I don't want that to be a hindrance for anybody, but for the most part, it's been really great. And so we're gonna continue visiting the parks in this capacity through this reservation system. So the trips are gonna start being a little farther between, but we are gonna continue going. We're going to Epcot next, so make sure you're here when we do. And so, until next time, we'll see you in the happy place. Bye.